What are the top 3 things you worked on the most? I guess in Satisfactory.
Worked on the most.
Yeah. Probably trailers.
I think trailers is probably the ones that I remember the most because they are like such a. It's a project that's
right. It begins and ends kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. You go full in, but I think like it probably added up is just like working with the different teams, like talking to them, understanding what they want to achieve, and kind of helping them do that. I think like it's probably been a lot of meetings. That's one thing. A lot of trailer making. That's one thing. Then I played the game a lot to like review things.
Right.
Because there's a lot of like there's a lot of things we iterated on a lot of times. So every time we do a version of something, we have to test it and play it. And for a game like Satisfactory, you kind of want to know how it feels over a couple of hours. So sometimes it's not that easy to just like try this new feature and it's like done. It's usually like you need to play a little bit with it, try different scenarios. Can you build it like this? Can you build it like that? And then you feedback or bring up issues, and then you talk to the team.
That's sort of like one thing that I've noticed with like you and Burke as well as a producer that I also think I feel like it must be hard, which is probably why I shouldn't be a producer. But I feel like you guys have to trust like the team a lot, because I know that whenever you would go to anyone, like it's often that the producers do the rounds and they go and like talk to everyone about their feelings and like, what do you need, basically? What are you doing? Do you need anything? And one thing that I always found is that like whenever there's any kind of issue, and it could be like I'm missing some assets, it could be I'm struggling getting this thing done, or I feel bad health-wise or something. Like it doesn't matter what it is, the producers will always just be like, okay, like you would just listen all the time and just be like, okay, let's fix it, whatever. And that's something that's always been really good that I found that you would do, and Burke does as well. It's almost without question. And I feel like that's something that can be abused by people if they wanted to. But obviously we don't do that. And it takes like a lot of trust that you guys would have to have in the team. I think that's something that's pretty like a common thing with our team in general, like a lot of just trust, I think.
Yeah. No, definitely. I think Birk is much better at actually listening. Because I have this fidgety thing that I try to solve things immediately, where sometimes you just need to listen.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Like that.
I think a lot of people would. Oh, sorry. Go on.
No,
sorry,
I was. It was a joke.
Yeah, it was a good one.
It was a good one.
No, it was. But yeah, I think a lot of people would struggle to just do it at all. Like I know I would, so it's pretty cool.